number 4 jack, which is our number 5 jack rather, which is what I have here. It's probably one of, if not the most versatile bench planes there is. You can do pretty much everything with this plane. If you notice, I'm going over these knots and I'm not making one tiny little bit of problem with tear out. Or anything of the sort. And the reason for it is that this blade is screaming sharp. And it's just barely extended as little extension as possible. Right now I'm going against the grain. You can configure this plane just make a slight adjustment to it. The biggest part with it is just make sure that the flipping blade is sharp. Let me and I mean, that surface is really nice. Hard to believe that came off a hand plane. Here, let me clean that up because I missed it. And it's just it's why this is pretty much the only plane that I need as far as bench planes go, because it really does do an awful lot. Beautiful plane. It's just a regular old Stanley number 5 with a really sharp blade. With it, I can go with the grain, I can go against the grain. I don't need a low angle this, a low angle that. This tool right here will do pretty much everything I need if the blade is sharp. I mean, if you look what I'm doing, I'm not even following grain direction. Not even a little bit. Not even a tiny little bit. For me, you might have a different point of view. You might have a different preference. Be still. But for me, it's a scrub plane, it's a jack plane, it's a smoothing plane, it's all of those things. The iron's got a very slight camber on it. Per Paul Sellers, it's just when you sharpen it, you sharpen a very slight camber on the iron. And it's beautiful. Just absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful. If you notice, am I worried about the grain direction? No. And I didn't close the mouth up or anything like that. I just made sure that the blade's screaming sharp. And I set it up for as light of a cut as I could possibly get out of it. Well, actually, I can get lighter than what I'm cutting, honestly. But yeah, I can get a lighter cut than that, but I don't need one. Let me move this clamp. beautiful. Look at how beautiful that wood is. See, I love pine. I know people say, oh, pine's cheap, we gotta use hardwood. Well, I'm not opposed to hardwood. And if I could afford hardwoods, I'd work with some hardwoods. But I would never stop building with pine, because I believe it is lovely and it's an underrated wood. I said before, I don't know if it'll be on this video or not. I said it at one point, but I'll say it again. I grew up in Georgia and Alabama, and I'm used to that old southern yellow pine kitchens, things like that. I always thought that was beautiful, still do. So yeah, not only do I build with pine because it is economical, but I build with pine because I love pine. And I'm going to go against the grain here, so I am retracting this so that, because this is some, that's rough grain there. So let's clean that up because there was a little tear. Beautiful. Nothing that a card scraper or just a little bit of sanding won't take out of that from there. Lovely. And that's gone. All that tear out has been removed. Doesn't take much to do it if you have a sharp blade.